Hey everyone, it's Alexa here at the kitchen at the Colby Farms. That's what we're gonna be calling it now. We're calling this the kitchen. Obviously it's a kitchen, but just a little segue that I wanna say. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Hopefully you do too. Today, we are going to be roasting a leg of lamb with herb butter. So good. This is the perfect Easter dinner meal. I'm telling you, it really is. And why it's the perfect dinner meal is, for one, it's lamb. And there is a lot of people in my life who don't like lamb. And I'm pretty sure everyone has just had a bad go around with lamb. I'm not sure, but we love lamb in this home, and I really think you should give this a try. We got this leg of lamb from a local farm that I purchased from and also work for, but they do great. They're all grass-fed, pasture-raised animals, and so we got this from them. Super excited to dig into it tonight for dinner. But yeah, this is a really simple dinner. You could do this with a shoulder roast. You could do this with any roast of the lamb. It's pretty good. You could probably do this with a beef roast too, if you would like to, if you're not really a lamb person, but tonight we're doing this, okay? And this is also perfect for Easter because it's lamb. So, you know, we're celebrating the lamb. We're celebrating the lamb on Easter, and then you have lamb, so maybe that's bad connection, but whatever. We're excited about it here, okay? So let's get into it. Really simple. I got my oven heating up to 425. I have a cast iron, so it's like a cast iron pot, and then it's got a cast iron lid on top. If you do not have a cast iron lid to go on top, you can always just pop another pan over the bigger cast iron to try to keep it enclosed, because you really want the heat to be closed in. That's really going to help cook the lamb, and you will see soon. So let's get into it, okay? First, you're going to need, same thing. Yeah, okay. First, you're going to need a stick of butter. This butter looks a little weird because I get it in bigger packages, but a stick of butter, okay? We're gonna start by making the herb butter. So you want the butter at a room temperature, okay? You don't want it melted, you don't want it freezing cold from the fridge. It's gonna be really hard to work with if it's too hard, and then if it's melted into a liquid, it's just gonna go all over the place. It's not gonna be fun to work with. So you're going to want to have it just solid at room temperature, okay? Just enough that you put a pressure on it, that it's able to press down. This is still a little hard, but okay. I'm breaking it up some for when I add all the spices in. Okay, so I got a head of garlic. I'm gonna get some scissors. If you haven't heard my fit before about garlic mincers, I can't stand them. So I know that they're a tool and some people do like them. I do not prefer them. So I usually just put it in a food processor, chop it all up. So real quick. Perfect. My little hair tie thing. Whoop. Okay. So we're gonna add the minced garlic, chopped garlic, whatever you want to call it, to the butter. Okay. Next, we're going to add the other spices. So you can play around with this a little bit depending upon your preference. I have rosemary, chives, parsley, and salt. Okay. That's just what we like. You can put anything on it. Thyme would be really good. I don't have any thyme right now, so I did 1 tablespoon of rosemary. I do about a half tablespoon of chives. Big old bag of dried parsley. Can never have enough parsley, I tell you. A tablespoon of parsley. And then we'll start out with a half tablespoon of salt. Probably will need more. And now you're just gonna kind of mush it all together. This may take some time depending upon how hard your butter is, so just take your time. Oh, by the way, I don't think I finished. So with the cast iron, I'm so sorry, y'all. With the cast iron, when the oven is heating up to 425, you wanna make sure the cast iron's in there, heating up with it as well, because you want it nice and hot. With cast irons, most of the time, I say most of the time because there are some times where you don't, like when you make biscuits and whatnot, you want the cast iron preheated and nice and hot. That's how cast irons roll. Okay, so that is good enough for me. Just gonna let it sit off to the side. My cast iron is heated up, ready to go. So I'm gonna bring it out here. Now you can make the herb butter earlier in the day if you wanted to get a head start. It's really good for the butter to soak up all that flavor from the herbs, but you don't have to as well, okay? All right, cast iron's gonna be hot. So, oven mitts. Be safe, people. Okay, all right, so you see I got another towel as well, just to put the lid on. Ooh, it's gonna be hot. It's hot in here. All right, so it's a little steamy right now. Some leftover, so we're gonna let that cool off. We're just gonna let it chill for a hot second, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we wanted the pan to cool down just a little bit because I know as soon as this butter hits it, smoke's gonna come out. It's pretty hot, okay? Just do be careful of that, okay? Always wanna take precaution when we're cooking in the kitchen. I'm gonna take a couple tablespoons of butter. It's gonna slowly go around. You're gonna start to see some smoke come up. You can probably hear the butter sizzling. Yeah. You can use a knife, you can use a fork. Obviously, I've done this a few times, so not too worried about it. But yeah, a couple tablespoons for the bottom will be good enough. So next, remember I said we're gonna use some more salt later on. We are going to salt the actual lamb, okay? So I'm just gonna take a couple pinches, go around. Okay. And this may be just a little big, maybe it'll fit. Yeah, I'm just gonna set it right in there. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I wash my hands because I just don't wanna be touching, after I touch meat or I just don't want my hands going everywhere and touching everything. So even though it's my kitchen, I still wanna be sanitary. I encourage you to be as well. Then we're gonna take olive oil and we're gonna drizzle it all on top, okay? So good. We got a lot of fat going on, I understand. It's just gonna bring out that beautiful flavor, and there's nothing wrong with fat. So, especially if you have good, healthy fats like butter, good olive oil, you know. Come on, people. All right. And then, last but not least, we're gonna add this herb butter on top. It's gonna sit beautifully, okay? Kind of want to spread it all around as good as you can. My butter is not, it's not as soft as I would prefer it, but that's okay. If it falls on the side, just kind of put on it. If it falls off to the side, just go ahead and pick it back up, put it on top of the lamb. You really want it to hit as much of the lamb as you can. This is gonna be so good. We're gonna have it with some pasta tonight. Oh, cannot. This is going to be so good. See how the butter sits right on top? That's perfect, okay? All right, so we are good to go. Okay, let's get this lid on top. So like I've mentioned before, if you don't have like a specific lid, we use this as a pan as well. Just get a pan that'll go on top of it because you do want to cover the lamb for at least 30 minutes. We have it at 425. I'm gonna cover it. We're gonna cook it for an hour. For the first half an hour, it's going to be covered with the lid. And then after half an hour, I'm gonna take the lid off. And then it'll cook for another 30 minutes with the lid off. And then it's time to dig in, so. Okay, so while the lamb is cooking, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update here on what's going on the farm. In the beginning of 2023, I had mentioned that we were going to be doing everything from seed. That has changed. We've had kind of a little bit of life happen, actually a lot of life happen, just like everyone else, but we had an ice storm come through, did some damage to the property, so we've been dealing with a lot of that lately. And for those of you that don't know, my husband, he's not able to help a lot. He has a job that kind of takes him away from us, and it's really hard to do all of the animals and then put gardening on top of that, taking care of the home, cooking from scratch, all that. And I don't mean to sit here and act like I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful. But I am going to be honest when I say if one thing had to be put on the back burner, unfortunately, it was the seeds that needed to be started earlier. So the tomatoes, the onions, the garlic, all of that. I know the garlic had to be started last fall. We were not able to put that in, so I knew we weren't going to be getting that type of garlic from last year. But we're going to still be doing some seeds. It's going to be the ones that are going to be planted later, especially when my husband is here. Agua. So yes, I just wanted to update you on that. So we did bring a new animal to the farm and we have ducks. Yay! Very exciting. We have 2 different types of breeds. My husband just could not contain himself when he went to Tractor Supply and he was like, can I please get some ducks? Because we had plans to bring in another breed that we will introduce you when they get here to the farm. The new breed is ordered, but it won't be here till May, so I cannot wait to introduce you to our new ducks. But when he was at Tractor Supply, they had ducks there, and he was like, can I please get some and bring some home? I'm like, okay, go ahead, no problem. So he went and did that, but when we do get the new breed, we will be sure to introduce you to them, and we're super excited. We're gonna be breeders of these type of ducks, so very exciting. And yeah, Melia loves them. We do have more chicks. So if you didn't hear my video from the goals of 2023, I will link that video below. But we got a new flock of chickens, and I didn't exactly know what type of chickens I was going to get, but a friend that we know introduced us to someone who breeds chickens, and she's got a bunch of different cool varieties that I don't even know the names of. I I'm going to be better at learning different breeds of chickens, but I said, I just need some egg layers, please and thank you. And she did not disappoint, and they're so cute. I can't wait for them to grow up and just be these beautiful chickens running around the farm. Our chickens now are a little bit older, so they are laying now, thank the Lord on high. Definitely the time change, but I really want to say that my feed played a huge role. I changed the feed a couple months ago in the beginning of February, and I'm telling you, they've been laying ever since. It's been so nice. It's an expensive feed, but they're laying, and that's all that matters. So very thankful for that. And for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, I will link my Instagram below. If you have one, make sure to follow me on there. I share a bunch of different recipes on Instagram as well, just little side recipes and whatnot, but it's really fun over there. On Instagram, I just announced this week that my friend and I are starting a podcast. Yeah, girl. We are starting a podcast, and it's called Honey, I'm Homemaking. So make sure when we launch, we are launching May 11th of this year. So it'll be 5 weeks from the time I launch this video. So make sure that you go over there, and do you subscribe to podcasts? Download them? I don't know. But obviously when we launch it, I will let you guys know. But make sure to follow along. If you love homemaking or want to be inspired to be homemakers or just want to chat it out with us girls, this is the podcast for you, okay? It really is. I am so excited about it. I have wanted to start a podcast for a few years now, and my dream is finally coming true. And I'm so thankful I get to do it with one of my best friends. So, yay! Yes, girl. And when we're talking about homemaking, we're talking about it in all stages of life. I am married with a 1-year-old kid, and we have a farm. My husband works full time. He works a lot, and we're still doing it here. And then my friend April, she is not married. She has no kids. She lives in an apartment, and she's just starting her homestead. So there's different views of homemaking that you're going to get to hear from. You're going to get to just hear about our life experiences, and I really want it to be a community of homemakers just coming together, and we're gonna tackle this journey together, and we're gonna love through it. I'm serious. So I know it sounds like such a cliche thing to say, but I really want it to be just a community of women coming together saying, you know what, we're here for the good, the bad, the ugly, and the fun. Yep. All right. What else? That's about it for now. That's all we got going on around here. Like I said, make sure when the podcast launches, make sure you check that out. Check out my Instagram. Obviously you're here on the YouTube channel, and I do have a Facebook page as well. So make sure you check that out. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you enjoy this content that I'm bringing to you, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment on there. That gets me in the algorithm, and it really helps me out. And I'm so thankful for all of you that do that for me. I am just blown away by the amount of love and support that I've gotten on here already, and that is all thanks to all of you. And I hope you're enjoying learning how to cook from scratch, making these beautiful meals for your family to enjoy. If there's something that you would like to see from me, let me know. If I have not made it, I will so go ahead and try it. But on Instagram, I do have a bunch of recipes that I post throughout the weeks, just little side dishes here and there. So make sure that you go ahead and give me a follow over there so we can just do all of this cooking from scratch together, okay? So let's get back to cooking that lamb. Cheers. That smells lovely. Oh my goodness. That is so good. This is a white wine from the Alsace region in France. I'm probably saying that so wrong. So sorry to anybody who's from France and you're hearing me try to pronounce this. That is a beautiful wine. This wine is from Dry Farm Wines. In the description below, I have a referral link to them. So if you would like to try Dry Farm Wines, please make sure to go through my referral link. Helps me out, and yeah, and you get to try these beautiful, delicious wines. So this will go great with the lamb tonight. All right, the lamb, it's done, okay? Nice and crusty on top with those herbs, the butter melted beautifully. It smells divine in this home. It smells so good. We are gonna have this with a plate of pasta. What I forgot to mention tonight, because I was doing a lemon pasta with this, and I apologize for not putting this in the beginning, but you can also add lemon juice to this. We sprayed a whole bunch on, probably about a half a cup to a cup of lemon juice over the whole top of the lamb. So you can do that as well. We are having a lemon pasta with this lamb tonight, so that's why I didn't add it in, so I apologize. But yeah, you can add that in as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys decide to make this, please comment below. Let me know how you like it. We love lamb in this home, and if you have not been a huge fan of lamb before, I encourage you to try this. Get some friends, get some family around, try this together, and just enjoy this beautiful meat, okay? I hope you all have a great and blessed Easter. Today is Good Friday when this video is launched, and what a glorious day for this video to be launched on. Tonight we are going to our church for a Good Friday service, and we just have a fun-filled weekend with family and friends and church as well. So we are super excited. Again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a beautiful, blessed Easter. I would love to have you guys here on your From Scratch journey as well. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for all of you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.